Guys, I've arrived at Kuitpo Forest Reserve. I can tell you what, there is something very special about this place. I've been wanting to come here since I got to Australia about 12 years ago, and it has not disappointed. So I'm here for one night tonight. I'm going to do a little kind of easy camp. By no means a hiking camp, I've got way too much stuff with me again. But we're going to do a one-nighter, and apparently we've got some rain coming in, so I need to get this site up and running real quick. And I'll do that now and I'll get back to you. I've got the campsite set up and ready to go. I'm going to give you a little walk around, show you what I've got going on here. So this is our little campsite for today, guys. We've got the little Coleman 3-person swagger. Now, why have I got a 3-person tent if it's just me? Well, it's the tent I've got. That's what I chose to use. I've got a massive fly set up over it just to protect us from the rain if there is any, which there is likely to be, I think. And as for the rest of the site, can you see the glory that we have achieved right now? I feel very privileged to be able to be here today. It is a Tuesday, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is where we'll be spending the night. Thank you to everyone for joining me on this little adventure. If I wish you anything, I hope that every one of you has a chance to make your way through here. It is a very, very special place, and I'm quite excited to spend the night here. As you can hear, the birds are out. There's very little other noise. It's very quiet, and we've got basically the entire campsite to ourselves. There's no one else around. This is exactly why we do midweek breaks. We're at Kuitpo Forest Reserve, site number 1 at the Chukurlu campsite. I booked site 1 because it looked the most remote out of all the sites, and it hasn't disappointed. It is very remote, it is very quiet, there's no one else around. The only other site that's close by is site 2, which is enormous as well. It is very, very special. On site 2 there's a bit of a clearing with quite a significant amount of logs and down trees around. It's very pretty. It's very, very pretty. Yeah, so I'm actually standing on site 2 right now. This is the little table and fire pit vibe for site number 2, which is also very, very nice. A little bit wet at the moment, just through the rainy season, through winter. And I don't know if you can see through the trees there, but that is site 1. That is where you're going to spend the night with me tonight. In a non-creepy way. Yes. But just look at this. Look at these trees. So this is quite possibly one of the most epic places I've seen for a good group camp. So if you're that way inclined and you happen to have friends, this is where you want to come. So that's the skyline of where I am. Now that's where you come in to the campground. You park all the way down there and you walk all the way through, and then here. So it's about 100 meters walk. So if you're planning on bringing a bit of gear, I'd recommend have someone to help you. It is a fair trek in here. It did take me about maybe half an hour to get my stuff here, but keeping in mind I don't necessarily pack light. I like to camp with what I like to camp with, so there we go. That just meant it took me a fair bit of time to get myself here. But hey, a little bit of exercise never hurt anyone. This is a little bench table that they've placed here for us. Can you imagine a better place to eat a picnic or have a late lunch? Nearly lost them all. Only got 2 left for tonight. Cheers, everybody. Oh, if it's your first time here, well, likely is, I've only got 2 videos out there, but thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking the time to watch this and for coming out this beautiful day in South Australia, Kuitpo Rainforest or Kuitpo Forest Reserve, site number 1. Cheers. Oh, that is really good coffee. It's really good coffee. I'm pretty surprised, actually. Wow. It's got everything. I think it's, oh, I hate saying this, but I think it's better than my rock. That is so nice. Wow. Oh, yes. Probably going to have another one of those. What is your favorite method to have coffee when you're camping? I know a lot of people have these coffee sachets. I've never been a big fan of those. Yeah, I don't know, they just never really taste good to me. We used to have a French press that we used, but I never really enjoyed that coffee either. I'm definitely an espresso kind of person, and having espresso at a campsite, it's not that easy really. There's a few different ways you can do it with little coffee percolator things, and I guess if you have power you can bring a coffee machine along, but it's a lot of work. Oh. That little nano prezzo, mini prezzo that I got, it's phenomenal. I'm very impressed. I'm very, very impressed. It is so small, I'm not going to notice it in my camp kit, and if this is the level of coffee that it produces, then I'm very excited. It's brilliant. I'm going to finish this and come back to you. Guys, we just had our first little couple of raindrops fall. It's beautiful. I think we might get some more later on tonight. I think it's just about time for me to light the fire. I'm going to get some dinner preparations going, but before I do that, it's time for our first beer. This is a Pirate Life Brewing Lager. Cheers everybody, welcome to camp. Oh, that is very nice. Wow. Pirate Life Brewing. Check that out. Now I've only brought 3 beers with me tonight. I'm gonna have this one now, and I'm gonna get the fire lit. Hopefully we don't get rained out tonight, but if we do, so be it. So I am going to enjoy this tasty beverage. Oh my god, you guys have to see this. So many birds. Birds everywhere. Wow. Hey guys, we just had the most beautiful rain come through, and yeah, I did a quick rethink of my campsite. I think I needed a little bit more space under cover, so I just really quickly moved the tent and just put an extra pole under the tarp. And yeah, I'll show you what I've come up with. Just moved the tent to more under that side of the tarp, swapped it around so the door's facing this way. And I've just created myself a little bit of undercover space just under here. And guys, maybe that's actually a good thing for us to talk about. Like, a tarp is such an incredibly versatile tool to use as a shelter for a campsite. You can configure it any which way you like. There's always different options, and you know, you can have it large, you can have it small. Making sure you've always got drainage sites on it is really, really important. You don't want water pooling on it during the night. It's definitely not a good thing. Now, I've not got this thing perfectly set up, but it's good enough for now. Tent's under cover. Tent's warm, dry, and sorry, I've just chucked everything around, but there's my little setup. I've had to do the spike table straight through the tarp, straight through the ground sail. Yeah, that's what it's there for, I guess. All good, but yeah, and now, of course, the rain has gone. We've got sunshine coming through again, which is quite bizarre. But we're going to make it work. I am going to start getting a fire going. I think the rain is over for today. It rained just enough to wet everything, which is really annoying, but hey, you know, that's camping. So I'm going to get this guy going, and I'll come back to you when it's done. Guys, so it's definitely fire time. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some kindling ready. I've already found a couple of little twigs and things that I'm going to make a fire with. I did bring my own firewood as well. Pretty big pieces, so we'll need to get the fire cranking before we put those on. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and let's see how we go. Awesome. Woohoo. Yes, we are in business. Yay! Cool. All right. There we go. Just going to give it a little bit of encouragement. Woohoo! We've got some action here, guys. I was worried there for a bit, but here we are. These are just a couple of twiglings that I've picked up around the spot, just to help us get going. Some coals working. Yes. Some of these are a little wet. That's not too bad. And the smoke will keep the mozzies away as well, which is great. So I need to get some smoke on me. It smells amazing. Wow. So happy you're here to join me. I wish I had my wife with me and my dogs, but this is a solo camp, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep stoking this fire. Hopefully we'll get a couple of hours out of it, and I'll come back to you when it's done. Still some droplets around. I had to have a little rethink of my setup, but that's all done. Fire is slowly sort of getting there. It's very relaxing here right now. I'm gonna hang out here for another maybe hour or so, and then probably gonna start getting dinner on. The plan is to make smash burgers tonight, and yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to go, but we'll see. If we don't get interrupted by rain again, then we should be fine. So I'm going to do that, and I'll come back to you when it's dinner time. So I've just finished prepping my dinner. We are doing burgers. The rain has held off, the fire is going. I've got my little solar lights turned on, just so I can see what I'm doing. I hope the video quality isn't too bad. I am looking at other alternatives for lighting, but at the moment that's all I've got, so I hope it's not too bad. So what I'll do, I'm going to get my stuff over to the fire, and we're going to start making dinner. So please join me for that. I've got some beautiful beef patties. I've got some cheese that I've cut up at home, some fresh butter leaf, some tomato, got some delicious brioche buns, and we have some pickles. Then I've also got a brand new jar of Dijon mustard, yes! And of course we have the evil tomato sauce. Now, just a note for those who are interested, these Expedition 135 boxes make amazing tables. I've got some onions that I've been pickling for the past like 2 hours in some of the pickle juice. They're in my little cast iron pan here. I'm going to stick those on the fire and get those browning. We are just about there. It's about 4 degrees out here. It's not too bad. It's pretty good with a nice fire. I just about to get move these coals around. I've got 2 big logs I'm trying to burn down a bit more, and then we're gonna get epic burgers on. I've got this tiny little cast iron skillet and I've just chucked it right on the fire on the grill. So as soon as those onions are browned, I'm going to put the patties on, and in the meantime I think I'm going to grab myself a tasty beverage. Onions are getting there. I'm going to have my second to last cigar right now, waiting for that to cook. And I'm also going to be having an O'Brien Pale Ale. It looks really tasty. I've been dying for this one for a few hours now, so I'm going to give it a go. Those onions smell amazing, by the way. Let's see. O'Brien Pale Ale. Ooh, that is nice. A bit of citrus in there. That is very special. In fact, I'm going to add some of it to the onions. Yes. Yes. That was a good idea. Oh my goodness. I've had the most amazing day, guys. I got here at 11 o'clock, just after 11. Set up camp. I finished a review on the Osbrae camp braai, which I highly recommend, by the way. That'll come up in another video in the next day or two. I made a delicious coffee. I've had some beverages, and I'm not even sure what the time is right now. But I can tell you one thing, this campsite is empty. There is no one. I haven't heard a voice the whole time I've been here, apart from 1 or 2 people on hikes, I imagine. All I've heard all day long is bird sound and the rain, which was great. Yes. Yes. So thank you so much for joining me on this little midweek adventure. The whole point of doing these videos is to get me off the couch and out of the house. My day job is very tech heavy. I spend most of my time looking at screens, so this to me is essential and very necessary, and I'm glad I could take you guys with. I'm not sure if anyone's watching, but if you are, thank you. If you'd like to see me do more of this sort of crazy stuff, think about hitting that subscribe button, the little bell icon. Trust me, it helps out a lot, more than you know, especially for new channels like mine is. I'd really appreciate your support. But if you choose not to, just enjoy the video, and I'm going to turn my mic off for a bit, let you listen to the sounds, and I'll come back when it's time to do something else. Okay guys, those onions are about good to go. I'm going to take them off. I'm just going to set them aside. Not for them, but I actually need the pan, so stick that just on the board there, just so they can cool. Move. All right, smash burger it is. That smells absolutely phenomenal. We have achieved the glory. I'm so excited, I can't even tell you. I managed to find some light as well, kind of. I'm sorry if it's terrible. Doing the best I can. Cool, so what have we got here? We've got heels and tops. Now, I like putting my salad on the bottom, so let's do that now. Lettuce. Yes. So, patty number 1. Yes. Patty number 2. Some tomato. Yes. Tomatoes, and then obviously we have to have pickle. I think I cut too much. Oh, can you hear those sounds? Amazing. Cool, so we've got pickle. Now, next step. Some dirty tomato sauce. Fair amount of. Yes. Some Dijon mustard, for sure. Fresh mustard, always makes me happy. You want a fair whack of. I can't exactly give you the quantity because I don't know. And good hosts combine their sauces for their guests. So what does that mean? It means you put it on and you combine. Yeah. Smash burger. Guess what? It's burger time. I've just spent the last hour and a half making these, so it is time to taste. Making sure I don't mess everywhere. Oh. Yes. Mm. Mm. I need to get my phone. Hold on. Sorry about that, but I need to send this to my assorted friends and family who are very confused by this whole midweek escape artist thing, I must say. But that's okay. The cool thing about being an individual is you decide what you want to do. So I'm just gonna sorry, I'm just gonna send these over. Everyone's contacting me today. On with the feast. Yes. Oh, I don't have a beverage. After. Yes. Mm. 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 I've had my dinner. It was quite special. And while I was doing that, I ended up neglecting the fire, and the fire died. So it took me a little while to get it back. And Of course, my other two little solar lights have cocked it, so I've only got the one running right now. Seems to be sufficient. I'm sorry if the quality is bad. I'm shooting on a little Osmo Pocket 2, so it's a tiny little sensor, so it's as good as I'm prepared to bring out here, given the weather conditions at the moment. I'll probably think about getting a new camera in the next couple of videos, I think. Yeah, that was amazing. I can't believe it's almost over. I'm not sure what the time is. I would tell you if I knew. I've got no clue. But it's just, it's so incredibly peaceful out here. Every once in a while you can hear a plane come over. The sky is crystal clear. I'm not even going to try and show you because there's no way you could appreciate it. But it is beautiful. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have my last cigar, I'm going to have my last beer, and I might retire to the tent and watch a movie. Yeah, I'm going to do that now, and I'll catch up with you at bedtime. As I was just about to go to bed and saw the moon. It's phenomenal. I'm not sure if you can see it, but wow. I'm sorry if the video is a bit grainy, but it's quite special. Clouds are coming in. I think we might get a little bit of rain overnight, but that's okay. Wow. I hope you can see this. It is quite something. I've had a great time today. Thank you to everyone who's joined me, and thank you if you've made it all the way through to this. I'm just about to crash. I have a super early day in the morning, but yeah, I just thought I'd share this last little glimpse with you. Alright guys, it's Andre here, Midweek Escape Artist, episode 2. I'm signing off. I'll see you in the morning. Morning guys, I'm sorry there's no pack up video. I packed up really early this morning. Got up at about 5:30 and smashed everything out. It's now 6:35. I'm about to head home. Thank you so much to everyone who joined me on this little camp adventure overnight at Kuitpo Reserve. Final thoughts on this place. It is very special. If you find yourself in Adelaide and require a campsite that will blow your mind, look no further. The grounds are incredibly well maintained. It is wet, keeping in mind that it is a foresty area, so I highly recommend like waterproof ground sails, heavy duty waterproof ground sails if you can. That'll definitely make your camp much more comfortable. Try and come when you're allowed to have a campfire. There are some periods of the year where campfires are not allowed, so try and come when you can. It really does make it that much more special, watching the smoke go through the trees. Oh, it's amazing. I had a great night's sleep. It was warm and cozy. Ended up watching a movie and fell asleep relatively early, so I'm quite rested today. I've not yet had a coffee, so I'm going to go and find somewhere where I can grab a coffee, or I'm just going to go home. One of the two. Anyways guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this. If you would like to leave a comment or tell me how we did or how we can improve, please do so. This is the second video in the series, so be a little bit gentle if you can. But yeah, any constructive criticism is welcome, and I'm going to see you for the next one. All right, catch you later guys. See ya.